Hello and welcome to these Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified series, Night Viper. Now, I always picture this guy as like a Cobra, nocturnal sniper, night ops sniper, Night Viper. I always pictured him more as a sniper than a trooper, obviously because of his weapon choices and stuff, and we'll talk about that as we dive into it. But let's take a look. So, G.I. Joe Classified series, got that generic packaging going on. Cobra, Night Viper, Classified series. It's gonna be number 187 in the line. We got our attributes right here. Got what a big one for the Night Ops, huh? We got our QR code that takes you to that broken Hasbro site. I guess an action shot of him running there. I feel like they could have had something a little better there. Then we have a little shot of him kneeling, getting ready to take a shot, and then we got a close-up of his balaclava head and his backpack. And for those of you continuing to keep track at home, made in China, and there's your UPC, because you guys know that release dates are made up, and these are going to be start popping up in stores real soon. My box is a little beat up from traveling, but jumping into the accessories, we have that backpack I mentioned. All kinds of gizmos and gadgets, a couple different antennae, if you would. Some sculpted pouches. It looks good, it just doesn't have any other paint apps or anything. So our boy's out here doing some long-range reconnaissance, some stealth, some sneaking, getting ready to drop some targets wherever he's at. Got some padding on the front there, and then the peg. So I wonder how that will fit. We'll have to put that on with the that piece sticking out. And that's it. So jumping into the weapons, we got two knives. Our first knife here. Black blade, black handle, serrated edge. Got these like 3 dots in the handle to match the other knife, which also has the dots in the handle. However, it's a symmetrical knife, so it's just the same. Black blade, black handle. 2 different knives, but definitely similar in style. We have this goofy looking pistol, which looks like a wannabe like a wannabe Maxim. You guys know how I feel about the Maxim in general, especially when it comes to troopers. So but I don't know what they were going for here. It's like a mixture of everything. Even got like the little extended grip on the mag. Is this a callback to the original? The only one I have is the 50th anniversary one, and that one's red and black, so I didn't even bother busting them out for this video. But I mean, it's interesting, I guess. Sci-fi, I get it. You know, it's got the porthole for blast effects. Not a whole lot else going on there. And then we get into our boy's sniper rifle, which is, it's not gummy, but it's not. Is it warped? Does it just look like that? This stock is real flimsy, so I'm not a fan of that. Same with that little handle, that little pistol grip back there. And it looks like you could take this sling off if you wanted to. You take it off both sides or just that side? Yeah, it looks like you could take it off both sides if you really wanted to. I'm not, because then I'll never be able to get it back on. That's just how it works, but I'm sure you could heat it up, kind of stretch it out over that. You can see that hook right there and that hook right there. We got our giant scope that doesn't, I mean, he might be into the barrel a little bit there. And then I'm guessing this is for your futuristic range finding, spotting, infrared light, whatever you want it to be. Then you got your porthole for blast effects. The magazine does come out, and there's a little round sculpted in the top there, so that's pretty fun. However, my magazine for this guy is a little on the loose side. Like, I can get it in there, but it's not like ripper loose where it's if he takes a dive, it's gone forever. But it's not exactly snug in there. So kind of, I mean, I don't hate it. I just wish there's a little more beef in this stock, and then I think some paint apps on this would have gone a long way. And I just feel like it's kind of warped a little bit. I might have to like put a piece of something under there to kind of get that scope up off the barrel. But definitely interesting. I mean, it's solid here, but this stock is super flimsy just because it's so thin. So kind of disappointing there. We also get our helmet. We got our visor that drops down. Does this come off? This spins. I don't know if it comes off though. Looks like it's just shooting up though, but I guess his head would be tilted down. Got a little bit of green. We got some rivets going on over there. Rivets. Some silver for the lenses. We'll get that on him in a second. As far as the figure, I'm loving this head. I hope every Cobra that comes with a removable helmet comes with this head moving forward, because that's just it's a mean looking head. But we got a little bit of a red paint apps right there on the shoulders. Is gonna light everything up. We got the sash kind of situation going on, but we can look down, maybe not at all, not much, and we can look up, not much. I don't know if he's just stiff or what. We can T-pose. We got some butterflies in there, not a whole lot of movement. We got our butterfly cut, or I'm sorry, bicep cut, excuse me. Double jointed pinless elbows, gonna get you that much bend there. We got our elbow pads sculpted on. Got a nice little skull with the sword and a lightning bolt going through it on this patch. And then this patch, we got a moon with an eye and a star maybe. Then we got a few extra rounds on this. Is this a separate piece? Oh, that is a separate piece. That's a fun piece. So I wonder if we'll see that again. Blackout maybe? Barrel roll? Huh? One can hope, right? As far as getting into that armor, there it is. We got that Cobra logo. Like I said, we got that red. Not a whole lot going on in the back. With this sash piece, we do have a knife sheath. So you can plug the knife in right there. We got our ab crunch. And then we have our waist rocker. We got our diaper and belt piece combo that we've seen recently. Not a whole lot else going with that. Gold belt buckle. We got a pouch over here. Nothing going on. Getting into the drop legs. We can split. We can kick forward, backwards. We have a thigh cut that's kind of hidden with these straps and this like leg armor paneling. Got our drop leg holster over here. That pistol drops in like so. Double jointed pinless knees. Gonna get you that much bend. We got these, I don't even know what these are. Flares. They remind me like those like pop-up antenna things. I'm not exactly sure what they are, what they're supposed to be. If you know, let me know in the comments. Are they spare barrels for when he's just lobbing rounds down range? I'm not entirely sure. We also have another knife sheath on this leg right there. Do we have a boot cut? No shin cut. There is a boot cut, kinda, in that ankle. Then we got our ankle rocker rotation. Let's get that helmet on him. And it is a snug fit to get over those ears. But here he is with the helmet on. I angle my light in here a little better for you guys. And there he is with the visor down. Let's get that backpack on. Kind of contours pretty good. I mean, there's a huge amount of space there, but someone's gonna nitpick it. I could care less. I hate backpacks on my figures. Weighs them down, makes them goofy to stand. Now someone's gonna chime in with, "Oh, you're just bad at posing." To each their own. Let's see if we can get him to hold this rifle. You could work with it, get it in, get your elbow placement right. A little bit of bend in that stock, but kind of got it where it's at for the most part. Maybe this is some kind of sensor that connects to this so he can see what he's aiming at. I don't know. Sci-fi futuristic side of things. Overall fun character. Are you picking this guy up? How many you troop building? Do you just kind of have one and done situation? You guys will have to let me know in the comments. Do these guys work solo? Do they work with range vipers? They work with the new Grim Viper, the heavy weapons range vipers. Someone mentioned in my comments, and I'm like, that is exactly what he should be. But there's your range viper. Probably helps if I focus him a little bit for you guys. We'll grab our grunt, and we'll grab our retro Cobra Viper. But how do you feel about the Night Viper? Are you picking them up, skipping out on them? Not your thing, not your era. Are you troop building him? Are they their own units in your world? Do you have different plans for them? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, load up, grab your kits. See you in the battlegrounds.